everyone, welcome to YourPedia and this is Shubhya. This video is for all the ones who are preparing for their IOCL campus placement. Are you one amongst them who is preparing really hard to be a part of IOCL journey? So let me guide you a brief of things. IOCL, one of the largest energy sector PSU of India. Also, I would say that when we talk about energy, which further means renewable energy, conventional energy, further meaning to linking to green hydrogen energy. Now the green hydrogen is further linked to EVs. EVs are quite in trend. So you get so much questions from this particular category only. And where you can get the access to all the answers? The answers are there in the single documentation which I'm going to discuss today in this video. This is a complete documentation which you can get when you're preparing really hard for your IOCL journey. Now, how the documentation is going to help you? This documentation has got all the key pointers related to what is there on the website, what are the key pointers related to the products which it has launched, about the finances, the profits which has marginalized, the kind of subsidiaries, the foreign subsidiaries, where are the refineries of IOCL and what not. This is all what you need for your preparation. And where you can get the document is there on YourPedia panel. Just go to the panel, go to the download section, and in that section you can get the access to this documentation. Now let's get started where I'm going to talk about the key highlights related to IOCL. The very first where I'm going to tell you is, don't forget to go and Google the IOCL's website. The reason is sometimes they want the person, the interviewer wishes, when you're going for an interview, have you done a good research or have you done a homework? Do you know about the organization? So now some of the key highlights like related to mission, vision, what is the logo of IOCL, what is the brand line, or I would say that what do you mean by the mascot when it was launched, such as Indian Oil Rhino, which was launched on 1st September 2021, and who launched it? So you should be aware about it was Mr. S.M. Vedya, chairman, who was their former chairman of IOCL. He launched it out, right? So this is a brief idea about the mascot, which was quite in news previously, so you should be aware about it. Next comes is what are the related to financial year 2024-2025. So some of the updates like how much revenue we have got from the operations and net profit we have earned, what is GRM, then it is related to financial year 2024-25, October-December 2024. So here also whenever you are certain going for any organization, sometimes they ask you a question, do you know like what was the profit margin which we just earned last year? So basically what they want, they don't want the exact numbers, but yes, they actually wishes that whenever you go for a certain organization, you should be aware that how much profit orientation, what are the basic sections or the products which this organization is recently running on. So that part and parcel should be very clear to you. So just keep on ticking the important pointers once you just read about it. Now related to IOCL, obviously you should be aware under which ministry does it fall in, where is the headquarter of IOCL, and it is ranked on 94th on the Fortune Global List 500, right? So basically it is all about that what is the ranking. It is the largest downstream oil company. It is half of India's petroleum products market share. Basically they account from IOCL only. Then about 32% of the national refinery capacity, 71% of the downstream sector pipelines. So this all, and what is there in the red, that is the most important which I've done for you so that the reading becomes quite easy and accessible for you. So yes, what are the leading energy brands of IOCL? So yeah, it has built a portfolio in multiple domains. It is related to Indian oil, that Indian LPG cooking gas, servo lubricants, extra premium petrol, extra mild diesel, propel petrochemicals. So basically sometimes the question is very clear. Have you ever visited IOCL petrol pump, or which is the nearest petrol pump to your home, it is your house or to the place where do you reside? So basically, or what is the comparison? What is that one thing, the key differentiation which you see in an IOCL petrol pump to comparison to Reliance, or it could be related to HPCL. So that is a comparative assessment which they are trying to get it from you. Have you used the product? So what is the lubricants you have used? What is the, you can say, difference between power petrol, simple petrol? So all these things are very important for you to be learning about, right? Then as hydrogen value chain, green initiatives which it has marked about a sustainable alternative towards affordable transportation, what green initiatives which IOCL is taking these days. So everything is there in this number, right? So this is the brief. I'm just giving you a glimpse so that the basic homework is you do it on your own. So 7 major business divisions are there in the organization. Where are the refineries, they are located, the pipeline locations. So yes, where was the very first petroleum? That is, where did you find it out, right? So that could be a very easy question, the ones who are coming from the eastern sides. Then yes, basically now just jump over to the next section, that is health, safety and environment policy, what was formulated and what do you know about this policy. Just have a brief of idea about it, and the key pointers I have written in this documentation, right? The next comes is, now even if you're preparing, just check that am I aware about all these things, and if I am, just move to the next of these things, right? So is the Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas. So you should be aware about the recent, you can say, political and ministries level. The chairman, Shri A.S. Sahani, when he was appointed, who was a former one, all these are given in the list. About the refineries and any which is near to your home, have you ever visited the refinery? So why do you prefer remote locations for your working arena, like you're coming from a city life, why you want to go for a remote location? Then there can be certain case studies also. This is about the green fuel initiatives, compressed biogas, CBG, autogas, that is LPG, then is biodiesel, hydrogen energy, propel, everything is there, see, right? And then very important is what is the vision and mission of IOCL. So that is also for the Mr., for the customers, ethics, people. So what are the ethical dilemmas or ethical concerns which this organization concentrates on? Then yes, see, basically all these things are available on the website, but to make your approach very easy, I have confined it out at a single documentation, right? So this is having a Maharatna status. So when it was incorporated, the Maharatna status, and how IOCL as a company in global warming, like it is going for investing in renewable energy sector, it is trying to reduce the carbon footprint. So one of the case study could be, suppose in next 20 years, we are planning to reduce, like in next 5 years, we are planning to reduce 20% of the carbon footprint, like we want to reduce it. What plan and strategies you are going to suggest? So basically you can get the brief idea of what the things which IOCL is already doing and what further we can plan from that, right? So this is all that is going for a sustainable energy market. How IOCL is different from other oil companies. So basic on the size and scale, government ownership, focus on India, commitment to sustainability. Challenges which are there in IOCL, so declining oil demand, because yeah, it is further listing itself to transition to renewable energy sector. Climate change regulation, geopolitical instability, prices of volatility, competition from renewable energy, that's a big thing that is giving a competition. What are the recent products that are launched? Durapack, Extra Light, new avatar of Extra Tej. What are the strategic initiatives which have been taken place? All these things are there in this single document. Now you see that you can get all the answers, and separate there are certain HR questions list which can be asked to you in your interview, and that documentation is already there on YourPedia panel also. So basically when you're preparing for IOCL, it is going to check you on the basis of your knowledge related to organization, knowledge related to your academia, basically about your city, about your campus. Some of the case studies could be asked, and then it is about your group task and group discussion. So practice properly and give your best, and let me tell you again, go and download the documentation. This documentation has everything whichever you want for your preparation. So all the best guys, prepare to the best and just practice more in the HR and mock session.